Welcome back. Today we're going to be learning about some basic geometric terms that we will use to draw and compare angles as well as to draw and add and subtract angle measurements. But before I can do anything, I have to learn the names. So let's look at some of these words. A line segment. A line segment has two endpoints and a line in between. And I notate it, I show it when I write by a straight line. So we can say this is point A, point B. So I would say line segment A, B. Let's look at 13. A point. A point is a fixed location and it has one singular letter. So how I notate it is exactly as I've written it, point A. Array. Array has an endpoint and extends in one direction forever. It never stops. Array is notated by drawing just a single arrow. So I can say this is array A, B. And then again, I just call it what I see, ray AB. A line is an object that extends both ways forever, and it will cross through multiple points. Now, the way I name it is by its beginning point that I see and the ending point that I see. And I show it by drawing a little line and saying AC for line, AC. Now, I also have a few types of angles I need to look at as well. I have acute angles, and they look like this. And they measure anywhere from 1 to 89 degrees. I have right angles, and right angles are really cute because they have a tattletale. This tattletale tells me that it forms a perfect square at the corner. So right angles measure 90 degrees exact. I also have obtuse angles. And obtuse angles are big angles. So sometimes you'll see a really big curve right here to show that this is a big angle. And obtuse angles measure anywhere from 91 degrees to 179 degrees. And then, just like my straight line, I have a straight angle, and it measures exactly 180 degrees. And then I have one more type of angle that we learn about, and it's called a reflex. And a reflex is the outside of the angle. So if I was to put my angle in a circle, this would be the part that is used. What part would be left? That part would be known as the reflex, the part that is left from the whole. And reflex angles can measure anywhere from 181 degrees to 360 degrees. They can have a measurement of anywhere from 181 to 360. Let's look at some examples up top. Number 4. I see that this item has two fixed endpoints. So, what geometric term do you think that would be? Do you think it would be a line segment, a point, a line, or a ray. If it has two fixed endpoints, what would it be? Right, it's a line segment. And I also notate it by saying line segment. And then I have to say the letters that I see. I don't get to just randomly pick letters. So line segment P, X. Look at this angle. Do you notice anything special about it? Yes, it has a tattletale. So it must be, exactly, it's a right angle. And when I notate an angle, I just make a little baby sign, a little baby angle. And I say exactly the letters that are listed. It doesn't matter really which end you start on, but you have to start with either P or R. I just like going in ABC order. So I'm going to call this angle PQR. This item has a fixed endpoint and goes on forever in one direction. What do you think it would be? Yes, it is a ray. You're right. And I notate it by drawing just an arrow. Maybe not that big, but I drew mine just a hair bit too big. And I'm going to name it by what I see. So ray, B-Y. Ready? Number 7. Is this an angle? And I teach my 4th graders. An acute angle looks like a baby shark. An obtuse angle looks like a daddy shark. It's going to open its mouth really big. But baby shark can't open its mouth too big yet. So when we see baby things, we go, "Aw, it's so cute." So it's a cute angle. And then I have to name it. So again, just draw a small little angle. And I'm going to name it by what I see. LMN. Let's look at one more item. Let's look at letter number 8. Now, sometimes they add a curve and sometimes they don't. But if they don't, I like to put a curve in there to see how big my curve goes. So, does this look like a daddy shark or a baby shark? Right, a daddy shark. So I'm going to call this obtuse angle. And again, I'm going to label it with an angle sign. And I'm going to label it exactly as I see it. So angle HOS. I hope this has helped, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.